Hi, this is Ryan with Creme Creating Real Emotional Moments, bringing you tip number 34. Think in stages. Ask yourself, how do I complete this task? There are sometimes multiple steps into completion. There's no steps to completion, and there's a few steps to completion. What does that mean? So for example, finishing these tips, I finally finished 365 tips to a full life. It's on pre-order right now for November 21st and for $4.99. So you can always cop that if you want. It's on there. And now when it comes to actually completing the 365, I had to say, okay, what do I have to do? Okay, first I have to write it, the actual content. I have to make sure the content is correct when it comes to grammatically. So that's just first is the content. Second is editing, making sure that the content is structurally correct grammatically, or grammatically correct, either way. The third would be actually putting it on Amazon. Fourth would be, what's the fourth stage I had to do? Would be like promoting it, thinking of different ideas. So there's different stages to actually completing the task that is at hand. There's different stages. So what I did to make sure that I can get everything complete was write everything down. The book cover, the design cover, illustration, font, formatting, words that are going to be on sale, the placement of my name, everything. So there's little things in between that makes the overall quality of the product at its best. So for instance, I've heard the album that Beyonce dropped, Lemonade. It took her 74 critics to make sure everything was good with it, to see the pros, the cons, and what that allowed her to do is see the editing phase, and she got it through someone else. Like, she made the editing phase not part of her plan, but part of somebody else's plan that's gonna make the overall product, which was Lemonade, what it was. Which was a pretty quality project. A lot of people liked it. It was good reviews, good reception. So she thought in stages how to accomplish Lemonade. I thought in stages how to accomplish 365 tips to a fuller life. And so you have to ask yourself also, what are the necessary steps? So there's the fundamental steps of just writing the book, and then there's added design. There's bonuses to it. So I'm a firm believer that instead of planning for a grandiose event, a grandiose product, or a grandiose service, start at the foundation. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to go into like financial services. You'll start off as a base just looking at having people manage your money. That's like the basis. Building a clientele for an area. Just looking at money. Then as time goes on, you can add investment portfolios. You can add mutual funds, stocks. You can add anything you want when it comes to the financial advising world, insurance, anything like that. But the basis and the foundation would have to be helping people manage their money, helping people manage their finances, and starting with that primarily, then moving on. That's how you think in stages of the necessary steps and then moving forward. Because it's not like a clean run in any product, any service, any event, any idea. It's not like a clean run. You have to see the little necessary steps so that way it's accomplished. So it's like you can't plug in a PS3 and try to play a PS3 if you're missing like the HDMI cord, if you're missing the controllers, if you're missing at least one important piece. If you're missing the PS3, you can't play the game. So you need every single piece of the PlayStation 3 so that way you can get that foundation correct. And then later on, you can add stickers to your controllers. You can add designs to your PlayStation 3. You can do modifications, but fundamentally you have to get that foundation set. Okay, So similar to that, apply. I gave you 3 examples. One was completing 365 tips, asking myself the question, what do I have to complete it? The lemonade, what were the necessary steps? There's editing, marketing, actually writing it. There's the design, so that fundamental. And then really considering what all the steps are that are foundational to making sure that whatever you're doing comes out successful is through like the PS3. You can't have every moving part not there for it to be working. You have to have every moving part there so it can be working. Alright, so that's tip number 34, think in stages. Alright, so I want you to hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe down below so that way you can get future tips. Comment down in the comment section. I definitely want to hear your comments. I love you. I'll see you next time. Peace.